everyone, it's Allycat Castle. Today I'm super excited because we will be doing an unboxing and give you my first impressions and do a wear test on the newest Huda Beauty FauxFilter Luminous Matte Foundation. Yes! And guess what? This one is $40. Is it really worth $40? Well, we will explore it together. So, according to the website, the good thing about this newest foundation is that it comes in 39 shades. It also comes in 4 different undertones, which are beige, neutral, golden, or red. And guess what? This one also is made in Italy. And this one also is 35 milliliters. Yes! And then this one, I'm using the color Shortcake 315B. And according to the website, the FauxFilter is back with the same full coverage and long-lasting properties you know and love from the OG formula. I guess that's the old formula, right? But with 24-hour flexible wear, a luminous matte finish, and it's fragrance-free. And it also says here that the true filter effect gives instant coverage, so seamless that it immediately unifies skin tone and texture as it blurs skin to give a radiant finish. The non-cakey formula is life-proof. Wow, life-proof. My first time to hear such a word. And they said that life-proof means it's waterproof, it's super long wear for 24 hours, it's transfer-proof, fade-proof, sweat-proof, humidity-proof. Oh my God, so many proofs! No, and it also says no matter what the weather, occasion, or situation, FauxFilter Luminous Matte will never let you down! Yes! My gosh, we will see if all those claims are true later, right? And the formula is in a liquid form, the coverage is full, and the finish is matte and luminous. Matte and luminous. It's quite like an oxymoron, right? But anyway, as long as it looks good, that's what's important. So we will be doing our honest review on this together. And they said also that when it comes to directions, using 1 to 2 pumps, apply foundation evenly all over face with a dense brush or beauty sponge. So you know what we'll do? I'll be using a brush with it as well as the makeup sponge, just so that we can really see how it will really work for the skin. So without further ado, let's begin! Yes! And now let's unbox this beauty. First, it actually comes with this black box, and the Huda logo is in white, and then the beauty is actually in a hologram fuchsia pink, and then the label is in white, and then the seal on the box is based on the color that's given to you. So that's the seal of the box. So now let's open it. There we go. And then, oh wow. And once you open it, look what it says. Express your selfie. Yes, and I guess that you can actually put the hashtag FauxFilter. And then here we go. Look at that. And the bottle actually is in plastic. I wish it was in glass. I got a drugstore one a few weeks ago. Guess what? That was like $10.49, and it was in glass. But anyway, what's important is the product inside anyway. So it comes with like this beautiful matte cap, which is, I believe, plastic. And then you open it, and it also comes in a pump form. And I believe you turn it to the left, and then let's see. Actually, let's shake it first before we use it. Then we're gonna do it like that. Hello, please come out. Because it's brand new, it takes quite a while for the foundation to come out. Oh my gosh, really? The pump is not working. There you go! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, look at that. It's actually quite moussey. And I actually love it because it's not the typical liquid foundation that once you put it on, it just runs through your hand. So now, let's use our brush. Yes, I'm using the Rare Beauty foundation brush. Gonna do it like this. And just as a habit, I like using the makeup sponge or like your beauty blender after the brush. But I mean, so far, it looks pretty amazing. Like, look at that. Oh my gosh! So let's blend it with this one. Okay, now before we do the other side of the face, let me just show you. This is the side with the foundation, and this is the side without the foundation. So now I'll do my profile. This is with the foundation, and this is without the foundation. So you can actually see that without the foundation, you can see the moon craters. Yes, you can see how big my pores are. You can see how red my skin is. But with the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation, look what it did. It actually helped to camouflage those pores and those redness. So now, let's test it on the other side to see if it's gonna be even. Let's do it! Yes! And then of course, blend it again with a damp makeup sponge. Okay, this is how it looks all over the face. Yes, you can actually see that I also applied the foundation under my eyes as well as on my eyelids, just so that we can really see how this foundation performs. And this is how the foundation looks like without us setting it with a setting powder. So first, this is the frontal view. And now, this is again the first side that we did. And then this is the second side that covered those big moon craters. Yes! So what do you think? Now, let's set it with a setting powder and let's put some makeup. And then we will do some wear tests for the day in different hours. And then after that, I'll give you my overall review. Yes! And now we're starting our makeup with the Airspun Loose Face Powder in Translucent with a disposable sponge. And now we'll do our eyebrows with the Maybelline New York's The City Mini Palette, and I'll be using the brown color. And now let's do some simple eye makeup using the Urban Decay Naked Heat eyeshadow palette, and I'll be using the color Soft on my crease. Yes! And using that same eyeshadow with a smudge brush right on her bottom lash line as an eyeliner. And now applying the Dirty Talk eyeshadow, yes, right on the eyelids. And now we'll be doing our eyeliner with a wet angled brush using the Cayenne eyeshadow. And now it's time to apply some eyelashes. And now we'll just soften the edges of her eyes with a blending brush. And now we will contour with the Maybelline City Bronzer in 200 with an angled brush. And contour the nose with an eyeshadow blending brush. And then just blend the edges with the sponge. And now we'll apply some blush with the Revlon blush in Oh Baby Pink and the Maybelline Fit Me blush in Pink Rose. And now it's time for the lips, and we'll be using the NARS Power Matte Lip Pigment in American Woman. Yes, and we'll be using whatever's left of the foundation on the brush right on our lips as a base. And here's the final look. Yes. So it's 2:52 p.m. here in Washington, D.C. Yes, when we finished our makeup. And we still need to do a wear test. So what we will do is that we will do some errands today. So come along with me. But before we do the errands outside, we're going to be doing a test right by the window to see it in natural lighting. And then after that, we'll go outside together and then come back, finish some more other errands, and then give you my final review. Okay? So hold on tight and come with me. And I'm back as promised. Yes! And look, it's 4:40 p.m. in Washington, D.C. That's more than 1.5 hours after we finished doing our makeup at 2:52 p.m. And as promised, here is how it looks like in my home studio without the studio lights. And this is how it looks like by the natural window lights with my moon crater face. So far, it has stayed in place and is still full coverage. And it also claims that this foundation, guess what, is transfer proof and fade proof. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna do a little field trip outside, and I got a new surgical mask that we will wear for us to really see if it's transfer proof and fade proof. And I know a while ago I was only wearing a red tank top. Now I'm wearing a vest because I just finished filming a song for Transistors TV. But without further ado, let's go outside before we lose the natural light. Yes! And as promised, I'm bringing you out on a field trip for our wear test, yes! And we're right on Rhode Island Avenue, yes! And look what's behind me, guess what? That is the famous St. Matthew's Cathedral on Rhode Island Avenue, which was the church during the presidential inauguration, yes! And look, it's 5:17 p.m. here in Washington, D.C. That's more than 2 hours and 20 minutes after we finished our makeup at 2:52 p.m. And so far, this is how the makeup looks like. See, it still looks good, it's still full coverage, but the foundation also claimed to be fade proof and transfer proof. So let's see, let's take off this mask and see if it's transfer proof and fade proof. Oh, it actually transferred a little bit, but so far it still looks good. See, that's the one from my nose, and this is the one a little bit on my chin, but so far it still looks good though. And I'm gonna give you my final thoughts, final review once we get home after I finish more of my other errands. Let's go home! Bye, St. Matthew's Cathedral. And yes, we're back in our home studio. Did you enjoy our wear test field trip? Anyway, it's 6:31 p.m. here in Washington, D.C. And that's more than 3.5 hours since we finished our makeup at 2:52 p.m. And all I'm gonna do is I'm just going to finish my instant lunch or instant dinner cup noodles, and then I'll get back to you and we will do our final review, final thoughts. Yes! And I'm back for our final review and final thoughts on the Huda Beauty FauxFilter Luminous Matte Foundation. And guess what? It's 9:10 p.m. here in Washington, D.C. And we finished our makeup at 2:52 p.m. And after that, we did a wear test, right? And I haven't retouched my makeup whatsoever. So, let me tell you the pluses about this foundation. So first, the name FauxFilter. Well, it lives up to that because it looks great in pictures. Yes, even without the filter. And it's luminous matte. I agree because certain parts of my face is luminous, certain parts of my face is matte. So yes, it's luminous matte. And I also love the fact that I use it as a concealer under my eyes and it looks good. I use it as an eyeshadow base right before my eyeshadow. And also, our makeup looks good on top of this foundation. Yes, and our makeup is sitting very well on the skin. I also love the color. And I also love the fact that it's easy to blend. And I also love some of its claims saying it's non-comedogenic, so it will not clog the pores. It's also fragrance-free and vegan. Now, it's time for us to examine the other claims. So it says in here that 1 to 2 pumps, apply the foundation with a dense brush or beauty sponge. I'll be honest with you, if you use 1 to 2 pumps of this foundation, that will not really give you a full coverage with a brush or a sponge. That's better with the fingers. Because when I use my foundation brush as well as my sponge, I use at least 3 to 4 pumps. So, but again, not a problem at all as long as like the application is good. Now, it also says that this foundation is life-proof and they have their own version of life-proof. First, it says that it's waterproof. So the fact that I've been wearing this for more than 6 hours, I would believe it's waterproof. It also says here that it's super long wear for 24 hours. Well, I've been wearing this for the quarter of 24 hours, which is more than 6 hours, and it looks good. And it says here that it's transfer proof. Now, I'll be honest. I don't think it's transfer proof because right outside St. Matthew's Cathedral, remember, I took off our mask and it actually transferred on the nose area of the mask as well as the chin area. So I'm sorry, it's not mask proof and it's not transfer proof. It also says in here that it's fade proof. I would believe that because it hasn't faded. When I took off the mask, it just faded a little bit of the nose, but that's because of the mask, so it's normal. That's okay. It says here that it's sweat proof and humidity proof. Well, I would believe that because it's warm here in my apartment and I'm wearing a tank top and we went outside, I was wearing a winter coat and I haven't retouched my makeup and it still looks good. Now, it also says here that no matter what the weather, occasion, or situation, the FauxFilter Luminous Matte Foundation will never let you down. Well, I actually say that I would kind of believe that. Now, when it comes to my overall, oh my God, verdict on this foundation. Well, my overall verdict on this foundation is, it's good. I won't say that it's very good or excellent. I also won't say that I'm disappointed, but I can say that it's good. But for $40, I'm not sure if I want to spend $40 on this foundation when I've tried other foundations that could do almost a similar job but more affordable, but with also other added benefits such as sunscreen, because this one doesn't have sunscreen but could also look good in camera. So that's my overall honest review about the Huda Beauty FauxFilter Foundation. I hope that if you find this helpful, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and also please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet for more makeup reviews as well as more makeup tutorials as well. And again, this is Allycat Castle saying, let's all be a blessing to others by telling everyone how beautiful everyone is. And if I may say, you are beautiful just the way you are with or without makeup. I love you. Yes!